Hello, Las Vegas, and welcome to the Morning Blend Extra. I'm Sean Tempesta. So are you thinking of selling your home, but you aren't really sure about how to go about that? Well, now you can sell your home without paying a commission or paying for those costly repairs and fix-up costs. Here with more is real estate expert and investor Lathe Lavada, broker and owner of First Prime Realty Group. Welcome in, Lathe. How are you?
Good, thank you.
This is pretty amazing. Sellers can now sell their home without paying a commission. That is several $1,000s. Explain how that's even possible.
Well, it's possible because I become the buyer on some of these transactions.
Okay.
So I'll buy the home for cash. It really works out good for the sellers because those sellers who need to sell quick can sell the property without having to make any repairs at all. And so it works out good for everyone.
This is almost the equivalent of going into a car store and saying, oh, I'm going to trade in my car, as opposed to trying to sell it on your own. That can be a very time-consuming situation. What condition does the home have to be in order to buy it, though?
Well, that's the best part. You know, a lot of times I'll go in and make repairs to the home, so it doesn't matter if there's repairs needing to be made or anything like that. And in fact, because I'm buying the home as actually a buyer, I can actually help with moving costs and pay the seller's closing costs as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. Luckily, the market seems to be improving a bit. Not everyone has equity in their home, though. Do you have to have equity in order to take advantage of this offer?
Well, that's another good thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be below market value for me to purchase it. There's several different structures that I can use in order to purchase homes that need to be sold by the distressed homeowner or the person who just needs to get out quickly and wants to sell the home and move on. Now, I must say I can't buy every single home out there. It has to work for me and the seller. It really does. The bottom line is it has to be a win-win for me and the seller, and it's got to fit within the structure that's right for both parties.
Absolutely. Now, once you have the home, what do you do with it? I'm assuming we will see this on the market, I would assume.
Yeah, well, there's a couple things that I'll do. Either I'll purchase the home and I'll revitalize it, make the repairs, and turn around and sell it to the many buyers that I have that are looking for homes out there that may not have the money to do the repairs for the home, but want a home that's move-in condition, but they don't necessarily want to buy the new home that possibly you're having to buy all of those upgrades and such.
And they're very expensive.
Yes.
On the new home. So that way they have a relatively new home that's all fixed up because you've done the fixing for a great price.
Exactly right. The other thing that I do with the home is I'll sometimes keep it for my own rental inventory. I'll go ahead and fix it up and then I'll rent it out. So that's the second thing that we do with the home.
Now, if you don't end up buying the property from a seller, what do your services cost if they still want to sell through you?
Well, as you know, I do a lot of short sales here in the Valley.
Of course.
And that fee for service is completely free to the homeowner because the lender pays my fee.
Okay.
When it comes to a traditional sale or a listing of that nature, I have many different, a menu of fee service structures that I can help the homeowner benefit from to sell that home and reduce the amount that they pay out of pocket. So it just really depends on where you're going and what you need to accomplish.
Right now is a great time in real estate because there's so many options like this available now, where it's not just your normal sell or your normal buy. There's a myriad of options available to somebody with a home that would like to sell it.
There's more options now than ever. So I like to sit down with my sellers and give them all those options so they can pick. It really is a menu of services. They're like, okay, this one works for me. This is going to give me the most bang for my buck or the top dollar for my home.
There's not a one-size-fits-all. You'll find the perfect thing for everybody. How does somebody sit down with you? Do they make a phone call, make a not a reservation, but an appointment?
Yeah, well, they call and they set up a free consultation. I'll meet with buyers for free, or sellers for free, buyers also for free, and I'll talk to them about their options as far as selling their home. And really, it's enjoyable to sit down with a homeowner and tell them their options rather than say, hey, this one size has to fit you. That's not what it should be. It should be, here's your options. Pick the one that's the most beneficial for you.
And you sit down with thousands of home buyers and sellers on the course of a week on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. I do the radio. You can actually tune into that just go to our website, and we have an iTunes link there, and you can actually access the radio anytime at your leisure.
Lathe, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, again, you can find so much more in today's tips and get much more when you catch Lathe's radio show. It's available anytime on his website or on iTunes. If you want more on Lathe and his services, call the number or visit the website on your screen. He's also on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day, Vegas.